Hi guys, I'm Laura and welcome back to my channel. I am doing a series of pregnancy videos. I am supposed to be giving birth sometime this month in August. I don't know when, but this is my fourth pregnancy. I'm having twins. My first three were single pregnancies, and today I'm just going to go over all the supplements that I love for pregnancy. So my oldest is 7, so over the last 7 years, or 8 years, I guess, because I was pregnant, I've really come to understand supplements and what my body needs for pregnancy. And so I feel like I've just researched on everything and I love supplements. I've seen such a change in my body. I take supplements even when I'm not pregnant. I actually take more supplements when I'm not pregnant. But I've just found that supplements can really, really help you, especially in pregnancy when so much is being taken from you nutrition-wise. It really helps fill in those gaps. But I did learn the hard way with my first pregnancy. So I wasn't very good about taking my prenatal vitamins and really making sure that I had good nutrition for myself. And after the pregnancy, so I had never had a cavity in my life. After the pregnancy, I went to the dentist and I had 6 cavities. So I did learn that the baby is gonna get whatever it needs from your body. It's gonna pull from your bones for calcium. It's gonna just constantly pull from you, regardless. It's not gonna care about how you're doing. So, and my eyes get worse with every pregnancy too, which is a big bummer. But you wanna try and give yourself as much as you can so that you can provide for your baby or babies as much as possible. So this pregnancy is a little bit different with supplements because it is a twin pregnancy. I have to take certain things that are a little bit different, or more of certain things. But anyway, I'll just get into it. So first is my prenatal vitamin. This is from the Honest Company. First of all, I'm just obsessed with the Honest Company. I mean, I just love everything they do. Their diapers, their skincare products, their makeup products, everything is just awesome. So I think this is my second pregnancy that I've taken Honest Company prenatals. But the thing I like about this one is it really has the right amounts of things. So it's not low in vitamin D. It has 1400 IU of vitamin D. Most prenatals only provide, I think, 400. So that's pretty good. It also has folate, not folic acid, which I'll talk about that in a little bit. It has iron, which is a big deal because I don't like to take a separate iron supplement. It makes you constipated in pregnancy and it's just not fun. So I just like to have just a little bit in my prenatal. It also has a whole food complex in it and enzymes. So this one I highly recommend because they test everything. It's non-GMO and it's only 3 pills a day. If you've ever taken prenatal vitamins, you know that some of them are literally 12 vitamins a day, and it's a lot. And so I like that this is just one time you take 3. I've never gotten a stomach ache from it. I've never felt weird from it, so this is highly recommended for me. And then it comes with a set, I think it's $35 a month or something to get this set. But this is the prenatal DHA. Oh guys, I'm sorry. I'm so out of breath. I'm a week or 2 away from having these babies and they're way up in my lungs and I can't breathe. So hold on. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, so as you might know, omegas are very important in any time of life, but especially in pregnancy. So I take, the recommended dose of this is 2. Sometimes I take more, just depending on what week I am with development. So the first trimester, you want to take extra because all their organs are being made. You need those extra fats from the omegas to help them grow their brain. And then my doctor recently told me that week 32, besides the end of pregnancy, week 32 is the most important part of most important week of pregnancy in terms of development, which I didn't know. So apparently it's really good or week 32 is really important for brain development. I'm in week 34 today, so I'm already past that, but this is really good for that, for growing good brains. Sounds weird. Okay, and then here's folate. I have the MTHFR mutation. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it, it's all over the place, but my naturopathic doctor did a test on me to find that I do have MTHFR. It basically means that your body cannot convert folic acid. So it ends up, if you take folic acid in, it ends up being toxic to your body. And so a lot of women end up having a lot of problems because the folic acid is not helping them, it's hurting them. So if you have the MTHFR mutation, you want to take L-Methyl Folate, and it's folate, so it's food-based. Folic acid is, I believe it's, like manufactured or whatever you call it. It's not natural. So folate comes from food, and this one is really high in folate. My doctor said, oh, you want to be taking 5 milligrams. And I was like, wow, that's a lot, because I normally take like something micrograms. And so if you have MTHFR and you're taking the right amount of folate, it's a really good thing for your body. You might actually notice your body healing in a lot of areas. So I just make sure to always get the right amount. But he said with twins, you have to take 5 milligrams. So I am taking a lot. This one is 1 pill, 5 milligrams. It's 90 capsules, so it's 3 months. This little bottle is $50, but if you split it up into 3 months, obviously that's not that bad. So I actually feel like this is a really good deal, and I get all the folate I need in a day with just 1 pill. Okay, so then I have a prenatal. This actually isn't the one that I love the most. I just ran out of my other one. So I will put all of these products listed down below so you guys can click and see if you want to buy some. But this is the Garden of Life prenatal. So when I'm looking for a prenatal, I'm looking for the highest strains. So this has 16 strains. It's less important how many, like this says 20 billion guaranteed, but you want to look at the strains, and actually 16 strains is really good. And this one's prenatal, so all of the bacteria strains are meant for pregnancy and for women, which is so awesome. So this prepares your body for labor, for birth, all that stuff, and plus it helps your digestive system and keeps you healthy during pregnancy. So I really never go without a probiotic, ever, pretty much. Plus we ferment stuff, like I actually have one cooking right now. We make yogurt in a big pot, and we do sauerkraut and things like that, which is actually way better than a probiotic, because just 1 spoonful is more powerful than a probiotic. But if I'm not doing that, kombucha or something, then I take this. So next is vitamin D3. In my opinion, I would say the most important vitamin that anyone can take, pregnant or not. So I have vitamin D in my prenatal, but I add this. So this is 5,000 IU. I take 3 of these. So on top of my prenatal, I end up getting like 16,000. And vitamin D is just has so many benefits. If you look it up, like just people with optimized vitamin D levels aren't getting cancer, or, it just keeps you really healthy. And I believe that vitamin D is the best thing to fight against the flu too, for kids and adults. And then Juice Plus. So I've been taking Juice Plus for years. I don't sell it, but I have friends that do. My kids literally just eat these because they're just food. They'll just take the capsules out and eat them. I don't do that, but I do swallow them. So they have the vegetable blend, which is, just so many vegetables. I probably don't get as many vegetables as I should. And then they have the fruit blend and the berry blend. This used to be called the garden blend. I guess they changed it. Anyway, these really, really help me in pregnancy to balance out my nutrition. So if for one day like I'm not feeling very well or something and don't want to eat that much, it just makes me feel better knowing that I am getting a lot of extra nutrition in these. And so I take triple the amount during pregnancy, and actually with my single pregnancy last time, this counted as my prenatal. So you can actually use these as a prenatal as long as you're taking the right amount. It all just comes from food. You can't overdose on it because it's just food, which is why they don't have a lock on it or anything. It's just an open bottle, and yeah, they're great. I would honestly never go without Juice Plus because I believe that it's what really helps keep my family healthy. And then I've got this collagen. I always forget, but I try as much as I can to remember to put a scoop of this in my drink in the morning or like in a smoothie. Collagen peptides. It's just one ingredient. All it is bovine hide collagen peptides. And it just has a ton of amino acids in it to provide, just so many different things for you. But some of the perks are it helps with your skin, it helps with your bones and joints, which I need a lot in pregnancy. It helps with your hair and your nails. My hair and my nails are so weird in pregnancy. So many people have like great hair in pregnancy, and here I am like pulling hair out in the shower. I'm like, what the heck? I also get like really oily hair in pregnancy, which is annoying. But so this is also a great way to get protein. If you're low in your protein for the day, just do 2 scoops of this, and it's an easy 20 grams of protein that you can't even taste. I'll even mix it in my yogurt in the morning, and it makes it super easy. Okay, then there's this vitamin K. This is for me. In my one of my videos, I talked about how I'm gonna do vitamin K drops for my babies when they're born instead of the shot. But this one is actually for me. So what I'm trying to do is build up my vitamin K before the birth so that when they come out, my vitamin K is in the right place and then they're healthy because of it. A lot of women are really low on vitamin K, which is why they end up having, hemorrhaging after birth or just having bleeding problems, or they'll bleed for like 2 months straight after having a baby. I personally have only ever bled, I think at the most 3 weeks after having a baby, maybe even just 2 weeks. I don't bleed that much, and I believe it's because I always try and get my vitamin K levels up to where they need to be before birth. Birth is a very traumatic thing and you lose a lot of blood, and so I just want to make sure that my body is ready, and therefore it'll make their bodies ready. This I just started taking, so I'm in my 34th week. With a twin pregnancy, you expect to have your babies around 36 weeks, not 40. So I'm going by that calculator. So this says to start taking in the last 5 weeks of pregnancy. So I started around 30 weeks. With this, I started at just once a day, and now I'm at twice a day. And then next week, I'm gonna start 3 times a day. So this is basically the same idea as like a pregnancy tea, only it's more concentrated and it's in a tincture. So it's called Gentle Birth, and it helps support your body for labor and delivery. So if you look up all of these herbs on here, you can see the benefits. Or when you go to the Amazon page and look at it, it's really awesome. So most of these herbs help ease pains in labor. So it just prepares your body for that. And also, of course, red raspberry leaf. I would never, ever, ever go through a pregnancy again without red raspberry leaf. I've done it now for 3 pregnancies. All 3 pregnancies have been so great, and all 3 labors have been better because of the red raspberry leaf. So I normally make it in a tea, but this time I'm taking it, well, I'm also doing tea, but I'm taking it in this just to make sure that my body and everything is getting nourished before labor and delivery. So if you've never had a baby before, or if you're pregnant, one of my biggest advice is to nourish your body before labor, because you really, really can help your body figure out how to correctly go through the labor and delivery without as much pain to you and without, stalling labor and all that stuff. It can be so frustrating when your labor stalls or when your body just does not know what it's doing. So I believe that these herbs really help train your muscles and everything and nourish it and give it what it needs to start labor and do it well. So this, I'm like a Nazi about it. I love it. All right, then I've never taken this before. This is my first time that I'll be taking this one. It's got a sticker on it. Why do they always put the stickers on the worst spot of the bottle? So this is called Afterease for pregnancy. And so every birth that I've had, every single time, the afterbirth pains are so bad. So when you have your baby and you start feeding your baby, breastfeeding, all of a sudden, I know it's just God's way of making your body go back and take care of itself, but all of a sudden you notice that you have like full-on labor contractions and you're like, man, I thought I was done with this, but no. Every birth it gets worse. So I figure I'm on my 4th birth, and not only that, but my uterus is so stretched out. I'm measuring 44 weeks right now when I'm only 34. So I'm more stretched out than I normally am, and so my uterus is gonna have to go back right away and really fast, and that's not gonna feel good. So anytime you breastfeed for about, I can't even remember how long, for probably 2 or 3 weeks, you get those labor pains, and it's just horrible. So right away in the hospital, I'm gonna start this tincture that's really gonna help me with those pains. This is supposed to help. Let me see what it says. I guess it doesn't say anything on here, but basically you're supposed to just put this in some water after birth and drink it right away. And hopefully, I don't know, I'll have to tell you guys afterwards if it helped, but hopefully this helps me because I'm just a little bit worried about that. You think that you're like all good to go, like, yay, I've had my babies, no more pain. And then you're kind of shocked to see that your body is still going. So I'll have to update you guys on that one. But I think that is it for now. I've got all these supplements that I'm gonna list below for you guys so you can look them up on your own, look at reviews. And also I'm just gonna keep doing these videos, mostly pregnancy, twin pregnancy, and then within another week or two, I'm gonna have the birth. So it's gonna be a lot about the birth and the babies and all that stuff. So if you haven't yet, just hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified when I post. And we're hopefully gonna do like a really cute birth video, which will be fun. And then I also plan on one of my next videos is gonna be a homeschooling video. I homeschool my 3 other kids. And so I'm gonna be doing like what curriculum we bought, what supplies we bought, just because I know it's August and I've had a lot of questions about the curriculum that I got. So I want to be able to inform people before the school season starts. So we're not really in a school season because we homeschool year round, but I want to make sure to help people in that way. So if you have any other tips or anything that you want me to talk about, just say them in the comments and I will definitely try and post those things like twin products or, you know, anything you want to see, let me know. And thank you guys so much for coming to my channel today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.